Today, we're talking about how to prepare yourself spiritually and physically for this powerful season of fasting. Because fasting doesn't begin in the stomach, it begins in the heart. So first thing is spiritual preparation. Spiritual preparation is vital to approaching a fast with the right mindset. Over the next few days, take intentional time to examine your heart and confess any unconfessed sin, not just the obvious ones, but ones like that everyone sees, but the quiet ones of omission, the things we know we should do but haven't done. Maybe you've been carrying unforgiveness towards someone. Maybe pride or jealousy or resentment has been taking up space in your heart. These things pile up like clutter in the soul, and they're like spiritual junk that weighs us down. Number two, you gotta clear out the rubble. So in the book of Nehemiah, we find a powerful picture of what spiritual preparation looks like. Nehemiah led the people to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem, but in chapter 4, verse 10, we read, it says, "The strength of the labor is giving out, and there is so much rubble that we cannot rebuild the wall." They couldn't rebuild because all of the rubble, the stuff that was in the way. The same thing happens to us spiritually. Before God can rebuild or restore what's broken, we have to clear out the rubble, the regrets, the bitterness, the distractions, the fears, the emotional clutter that block his work in our hearts. So let me ask you something. What relationship do you keep tripping over every time you try to move forward? What regret keeps resurfacing when you try to take a step of faith? What worry keeps crowding your thoughts when you try to trust God? All of that is spiritual debris, and before we fast, we need to clean house. This week is the time to identify those things, repent of those things, and release them to God. And when you do, your spirit will be ready to hear and receive from Him in new ways that maybe you've not experienced before. Then there's physical preparation. Although fasting is a spiritual discipline, it starts in the physical realm. A physical preparation matters too. And so if you're planning to fast for several days, start preparing your body now. Don't have one of those last big feasts before the fast, okay? That's the opposite of preparation. Instead, begin eating smaller meals a few days before you fast. This helps signal to your body that less food is coming, and so it's not a total shock when the fast begins. Start the fasting mindset now. So even though food fast begins on Sunday, start aligning your heart with those habits today. Consider cleaner eating. And so some health professionals recommend eating only raw fruits and vegetables for 2 days before a fast. It helps your system adjust and detox naturally. And then wean yourself off caffeine and sugar. Trust me, you don't want your first spiritual breakthrough to be a caffeine headache, I promise you. Cutting back now will make the first few days much smoother. Number one, confess sin. Clear your heart before God and make room for His presence. 2, clean out relational rubble. Release offense, pride, jealousy, or anything cluttering your soul. 3, start eating smaller meals. Let your body adjust before you start the fast on Sunday. And wean yourself off caffeine and sugar. You'll thank yourself later. If we take these simple steps, spiritually and physically, we can begin our fast prepared, not panicked. Focused, but not frustrated. So are you ready to draw closer to God and to hear His guiding voice more clearly, maybe than ever before? This is how we begin strong and stay strong through the fast. In session 4, we'll talk about how to adjust your schedule during the fast, how to make time for prayer, worship, and the Word so these 21 days become a true encounter with God.